Hello, I have a message for you. And the message is you have the power. I want you to like this page and share it. And not with everybody, but share it with people of consciousness and people who are positive or who are looking for some answers on how to navigate this place where we are right now. Okay? You have something special, you have greatness in you. And I want to talk to you for just a few moments as I've been reflecting and thinking about and watching and observing what's going on. And not just in the world, but in my own life. My twin brother and I, we're together, haven't been together since we were 19, but since his wife passed, 50 years and 6 months. I said, come on, brother. Went to Fayetteville, and he's here with me now. And just outside of Atlanta. And I said, we're going to finish life together. And it's such an honor to be able to take care of him and to be here for him. He is my hero. He's a Purple Heart. He served 2 tours in Vietnam and the Persian Gulf, jumped out of airplanes 176 times. So sometimes he needed assistance with a cane. And he was in, as a result of the wounds that he sustained in Vietnam, in a hospital in Japan for 3 months. When he came out, he's here because of God's grace and mercy. And I've just been reflecting on, as we're getting to know each other again, how different we are. Oh my God. He told me the other day I'm getting on his last nerve. I said, are you kidding me? Oh boy. This thing called life. Here's something I want to just comment on. There's so much going on. So much. The the media is saturated with all type of political statements and upheaval and divisiveness and Biden should step aside, all kind of stuff. And churches are engaged in all type of scandals from one end to the other. Just so much stuff going on. And here's what I know. The majority of stuff going on that's on television and on the internet, we can't do anything about that. We should go out and vote without any question and get other people to do that. But a lot of stuff is just not worth watching over and over and over again. It's so seductive. I was talking to a guy the other day who said that he wanted to speak and he had a great voice and just a nice guy. And so I asked him, I said, how old are you? He said, I'm 59. And he said, I'm going to go to a community gathering and do some networking. And he said, I'd like to talk with you in 2 weeks. I said, no. I said, I don't want to talk to you, sir. He said, why not? I said, you think I'll be waiting to get a phone call from you in 2 weeks about something you say that's important to you? I'm 79. Aurelia said in a part, perhaps you didn't read the memo, stop living like you have 1,000 years to live. Do you think, I don't even know you, that I would be sitting around waiting in 2 weeks for you to call me and say whether or not you're going to act on your dream? Let me share something with you. If there's something, ladies and gentlemen, you want to do it. Life has no duplicates. Do it and do it now. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. And a lot of people are living like that. A lot of people are so caught up in other people's stuff, their children, their family members, and friends. And they neglect themselves in the process. I was reading something today that Warren Buffett said that one of the most important single abilities that he attributed to his success that a lot of people have difficulty with. He said when someone asks him to do something, he says no quickly and says yes very slowly after he's thought about it. and if it's worth his time. Because when you say yes to somebody else's agenda, you're saying no to your stuff. And that's important. And let me share something with you. When you think about it, life is for living. It's for living, for loving and laughing and creating special moments. And when you look at all of the new kinds of crazies that we see now, where we are on constant alert and people are fighting over parking spots or road rage, or you go to a gathering and you don't know whether or not somebody might snap, been triggered and pull out a gun. It's a different space. And so in the midst of this, this is a message I want to share with you. Prioritize you. Take care of you. Focus on you. This stage of my life, at 79, God got a program for me. I'm not going to be a burden to my children. I'm going to take care of me so that I can take care of myself. And I remember the time that I thought people in their 40s were old. Now that I'm 79, come on, somebody, who does this? Oh my goodness. And what I realized is I've been focusing on peace, on harmony, on joy and love. It allows you to be able to continue to serve. It allows you to be able to live a life of contribution. It allows you to be able to maximize the impact that you were chosen out of 400 million sperm to come here to do. Most people die lives that don't even matter. After 2 weeks, the conversations about them have just ended because they did not have a life of impact, a life that made a difference. And I'm encouraging you, find that which you want to do, something that's in your heart, and focus on that. It does something to you. A lot of people in my age category, they're sitting around waiting to die. People with goals and dreams and living a life of consequence, they live longer. They have their cognitive abilities. They are able to think and be engaged and have positive relationships in projects that they're working on. This is a time that when you look at all the stuff that's going on, you have to ask yourself the question, what do I want to do with the time that I have left? A friend of mine called me and said, a friend of hers, her best friend, died at 32. Whoa. When I was young, we used to go to the funerals of old people. Now we're going to funerals of young people. Something's happened. Things have changed. Artificial intelligence is creating a special disruption, but all disruptions are pregnant with new possibilities. This is a time to work on your mind, work on your health. A person with their health, they have 1,000 dreams. A person without their health, they have only one dream. One, to get well. I read something about John Rockefeller. He said, when he looked at and reflected on his life, something changed for him. All of his hair fell out of his head and his eyebrows and everything. And they asked him what happened. He said, I was stressed out. And he said, I realized something, that when I had a sore throat, all the millions of dollars that I have, all the property that I have, all the power and influence that I had didn't mean anything. All I was concerned about was that sore throat. And that changed me. And he said, focus on you. Take care of your health so that you can still function, so that you can be involved in life. And here's something else. Spend less time with toxic, negative, energy draining people. There's some people, if you never saw them again, it'll be too soon. There's certain calls I don't even take anymore. No, I don't take them because it's not going anywhere. Those are want to calls. And I'm talking about, so, I know I shouldn't say this, but listen, There's some family members that you should never talk to again. You know what? Because family does not just mean blood connection. Family is someone that got your back. They care about you. You care about them. You can create special experiences together. And I have some friends who in my small circle who call me more than my children do. I'm not going to tell you her name is Madeline Haddock, but I have a friend that said, Madeline, I said, you know, I talk to you more than any of my children. You always call and check on me. She's a true friend for years. And so those are relationships you want to nurture. You can tell who will be there for you when you are doing good and when you're doing badly. It's interesting. It's interesting, this thing called life, because life be lifing, and you have to have a what if strategy. What are you talking about, Bless? What are you talking about? What if? What if you got sick? How long will it be before it affects the quality of your life? What if you got sick and you needed some help and assistance? Who will be there for you? And let me share this with you. Live your life in such a way that you don't need to call anybody. Why? Because ain't nobody coming. I'm telling you. People have their own stuff. Life be lifing. And so I've been unleveling and letting things go and relationships go, because you have to ask yourself, what value does this bring to my life? Who should I count on? And who should I count out? And there's some people that they're always there when they need you, but when you need them, they can't be found. Or I would if I could. If I had it, I would help you out. No. Let me tell you something. I celebrate when I wake up in the morning. I got a chance and a choice. I'm cancer free, I'm debt free, and I'm drama free. Woo! Oh, behave, behave. And I'm saying to you, you have greatness in you. I'm saying to you, you have the power in you regardless of what's going on. You have the power within you to overcome it. And part of the process is retrain your thinking. Discipline and can take control of your mind. Don't focus on what you're going through or what has happened. Focus on where are you going. I'll give thee perfect peace whose mind is stayed on thee. Where are you going? I'll give you all your eyes can see. Focus on the solution. Don't spend time talking to people about what happened to you. 80% don't care. 20% glad it's you and not them. And know what I'm talking about. I've been on the planet for 79 years. I've seen a thing or two. Oh boy. And the reason you're listening to me is because you know in your heart of hearts, I'm right. You know it. You know it. I'm not talking about believing what I'm saying. Believing is in the mind. We've been conditioned to be practical and logical and realistic. Make your life, as Helen Keller would say, a daring adventure. Find something outside of your comfort zone that you're going to go for, that you're going to focus on, that you're going to concentrate on. Why, Les? Because when you go outside of your comfort zone, you're going to discover things about yourself that you would never discover in your comfort zone. When you go outside of your comfort zone and you take on learning something that you don't know right now, I have a discipline. Every day, I make a point to learn something today that I did not know yesterday. When you go outside of your comfort zone, when you begin to bet on you, focus on you, you'll discover parts of yourself that you don't know right now. You're made in the likeness and image of God. You've been given authority and dominion over everything on the face of the earth. Regardless of where you are, you have a power and a presence in you to come back. You got comeback power. I know what I'm talking about. I've been there, done that, and bought the t-shirt. I was at Cancer Centers of America. They call it City of Hope. How is it that you've been able to kick cancer's butt for 39 years? 39 years, fourth stage cancer. I said, because I've been focusing on my mind and eating like a silly wabbit. And I let go toxic negative energy draining relationships. I read a book called Who's the Matter with Me? There's a term in psychiatry called relational illness. I know what I'm talking about. There's some people that can make you sick. There's some people, when you distance yourself from them, it will improve your health and your peace of mind, and it will lower your stress level and anxiety. I'm telling you what I know. You have something special. You have greatness in you. Keep in mind that you were chosen. God had a lot of choices. You were chosen out of 400 million sperm. Bring something to the planet that was not here before. Your life is God's gift to you, and how you live your life is your gift to God. I hope you got some value of what I've just shared with you. You have something special. You've got greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Oh, behave. Woo!